Clear. Hal, good to see you. All right. By the way, everybody, so everyone can see everyone's chat. You see above where you type in, it says everyone. Just click on it so it goes to everyone, not just says host and panel. So everybody could see everybody's chat. All right. Just want to make sure everybody could see everything and complain. Yeah, there you go. Very good. Good to see you, James. All right, good. All right, 1 second. All right. So hi, I'm an AI assistant. It's actually even for real. Hi, I'm an AI assistant helping Lynn Brown take notes. That's interesting. Never saw that before. All right, cool. All right. Anyway, let's get started, everyone. I am not an AI, but I am. Everyone should be able to chat right now. It'll be fine. The recording's up and running. Okay. So, first of all, my name is Fausto, president and founder of Cybertree University. Thanks for being here. I've been doing this for 35 wonderful years. I'm very excited to teach some of you here how to trade today's markets. I want to tell you what the blueprint of trading and what market makers do. I live here in New York. I was trained by some of the best traders in the world. I want to teach you exactly what these traders do. So I'm going to talk about breakouts, traps, all that good stuff. All right. So, and I know we have some people here that have been here for my students are here. They are going to be happy to tell you what a great program they're in, and they're going to hear because they want to recruit you because they were you and they know the importance of education. It is a very big failure rate of trading. You see what's happening in the market today, being down over 1,500 points on the Dow, and you don't want to get caught being on the wrong side. So, but before we do that, just quick little warning and just a little compliance. I'm not making any guarantees and promises. So it works for everybody. It is a case-by-case basis. Students vary from everyone. There's a very high risk of trading. There's a very big failure rate. I'm here to kind of scare you as much as possible. So please don't go out there and trade when you can't afford to lose. All right. Now let's talk about some of the things that we trade and what we're going to talk about. I'm going to teach you something called traps. Now, what is a trap? Okay. Well, yesterday we had a big move in the market, and then President Trump came out, talk about the tariffs. We had something that was called a slingshot, and then boom, the market dropped. And this goes with every stock. It was on every Fabulous 7 stock, every brand name stock. You said across the board, it happened to everyone. Now, what I want to show it to you is I want to show you live in the market what we're going to see and what we're going to learn in the next 40 minutes. All right. So let me go out there and share you my screen. And let me just change this up really quick. Let me bring a different screen up, something a little bit easier to read. There we go. All right. So we're looking at a stock like NVIDIA. We'll look at any stock you want. So what I want to show you about to learn is this. Is anybody here in a trading position right now? Anyone own a stock? Anybody own anything? Want to know what's going on? Give me any stock. All right. And while you guys are figuring that out, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to load up my right of the chart. All right. So we got, let me look at Palantir. PLTR. All right. That's a pretty decent one. AMAT. AMAT looks like fun. All right. Let me look at that one. Rolls-Royce. I don't know what the brand on that one. NVIDIA, SMCI. All right. By the way, like I said, everyone has it to panelists. Just click on to everyone. All right. So let me look at Amazon. Let's look at AMAT. For my friend over there, who was that? Who gave me AMAT? Greg. Okay. So, Greg, the thing about what you're about to see, everybody, is I'm going to teach you something called the right of the chart. What is the right of the chart? That's where we get to see all the orders out there, all the algorithms, all the high frequency trades, all the dark pools, everything, all the boogeyman that you heard about. I'm going to show you what it is because I was a market maker. I live here in New York. I was trained by some of the best traders in the world. And, now I'm here to kind of share that knowledge with you, and I want to show you how things work. So let me just bring something up here. So here's something called level 4. Now, what you're seeing right here is you're looking at, let me show you this. We're looking at a chart right here. And you can see this is yesterday and this is today. I'll move this to today. Now, does everyone see the stock right here? What the stock did here, AMAT? Hold on, let me get my pointer right here so you guys could follow along as I'm moving around. Hold on. Okay. So the stock came down. And around 11:10, it stopped right here and it started going back up. Right now, it's it's hovering right around here. Now, why did the stock stop right around that 137? Does anybody know? What was the reason for that? Why 137? And the other question is, why did it stop going higher than 138? Okay, now I want you guys to listen to what you're saying very carefully. Okay, you're saying buyers and sellers. So what you're trying to tell me that if I put in a RSI, if I put a Bollinger Band, if I put a Shankin, if I put a MACD, well, you're telling me it has nothing to do with that, but it has to do with buyers and sellers. Well, let me show you what we got going on here. Here is, let me clear this out. If you look at this chart right here, you notice that there's this big red line right here. See that? That is 138. You see this little red line right here? That is 137. So if you look between the two biggest lines, okay, there was a lot of sellers at 138 and there was a lot of buyers at 137. All right. So when I go back over here, and let me fix this over again because this is getting me very dizzy. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. I have to open up again. Hold on. Close. Hold on right here. A little patience, please. And let me just open up the platform again one more time. All right, there we go. And let me bring it back to where we saw before. So here's AMAT. And when I bring this up over here, you could see that there was resistance levels there and support levels there. So you could see that within that time frame, there's your resistance, there's your support, and now we're coming close to support. So just give you just basically a touch. You could see where support and resistance levels are. All right. Now let's bring up another one up here. Let me clear this out. Clear drawings. And let's bring up another one. So you guys were bringing up, how about NVIDIA? How about NVIDIA? That's a big one, right? NVDA. Okay. So NVIDIA, you could see here, kind of like, bring up a 2-day chart. And you can see how the stock went from 112 and now it's hovering around 102, which basically it's been on a downtrend. Okay. Now, what's going to make the stock stop going lower? Can everyone answer that question? What is going to make it stop it from going lower than where it's at? What do we need? John, you're correct. Gordon, you're correct. Rick, you're correct. Everyone, no, we need buyers. Could everybody here, there's over 100 people in here. Could everyone just write the word B for buyers? Just so I know you're paying attention. Brian, I need to hear from you. Bruce, come on. No more tariffs. No, we can get there yet. All right. So as you look over here, I'm going to draw a trend line on the long-term chart. We got any swing traders there? Okay. So you could see here that there's a lot of support levels here, right here, right here, right here. And then obviously we got here and here, okay, which is 195. All right. So I'm going to bring up level 4 and I'm going to show you what we got. Let me show you the magic window. So if you look at the stock right here, all the way at 113, right, there's really not that many buyers. A lot of buyers are hovering right around here. Actually, at 100, you see this big red line? This is 930 right here, okay? So program trading kicked in. And look at all these orders that showed up. So from 102, 101, and 100, could everyone tell me how many shares are looking to be bought at $100? How many shares is that? I want everyone to write that number down. $1.3 million, right? 1.3 million times $100 is about $130 million worth of stock that's being bought out there. Now, let's just think about this for a second. How much smarter and better trading decisions would you have made if you knew where the buyers and sellers are at? Anybody know? How much better trades would you made if you knew that you're dealing with a lot of buyers between 102, 101, and 100? Because it's not just the 1.3 million. You got another 500,000 at 101. You got another 500,000 at 102. Okay. Significantly, right? 99%, Alan, much more. Good. So what is the stock? Now, let me ask you this. Where is the sellers on the video? Do we have any sellers hit around there as much as we see on the buyer side? I don't. Not really a lot, right? Not a lot at all. If I stretch out a little bit further, I might see a seller here at 120 for about 500,000. You see how that thing works? Now, just out of curiosity, did I lose anybody yet? Did I lose anyone? Scott, I got you. No, makes sense to Hal? Okay, good. Great, because that's why we're here. Now, let me get back to our PowerPoint. All right. So basically, what you have just seen is what we call the right of the chart, what we call level 4. Now, what I'm going to do today, and to get everyone all excited, is this. I'm going to invite all of you here to this room right here when we're all done. This is our professional trading room. I started it over 35 years ago. I started the first trading room on the floor before any school out there. I'm going to invite all of you because what we practice, we preach. And you're going to see all the traders here, all our instructors on the left, all the actual trades that we do, and all the actions going live. Because we're going to show you exactly how to read all these orders. So for one full, wonderful week, all of you are going to be invited to come here because what I just shown you, I could only get you excited. Imagine what I just taught you in 5 minutes. Could you imagine what you'll learn in a week? And not only that, as a gift to me, if you stick around, I'm going to give you my book for free. #1 bestseller. You could pay me $47 on Amazon, or I give it to you for free at the end of the show. So I think you want to stick around with that. I think you guys are going to like it. All right. Now, let's talk about me. Why am I listening to this guy, Fausto? Who is he? And why did no one ever tell me about this level 3 and level 4 crap? Well, I got started over 35 years ago. Forbes magazine wrote a famous article on people like me, a bunch of kids tormenting Wall Street. I was one of the original day traders that started in the early 90s. Now when I started, there was a few thousand of us. Now there are a couple of million around the world, and you're one of them. So you can look at me as being your great-great-grandfather. There's a lot of schools out there. There's a lot of bloggers out there. A lot of them were my students. And I'm very proud, and hopefully you could be one of them too. But you have to understand how to play the game of trading. Now, I've competed against every school in the industry. I beat every school in the industry. But the thing is, my goal here is I love teaching people how to trade because it is such a very big failure rate. It is literally over a 90% failure rate. And the reason why that is because a lot of people like to be self-taught. They would probably not train properly, or they never took the time to learn how to do it. So if you look at all these wonderful people on this picture, I'm hopefully at the end of this presentation to make you one of them. So now the thing is this is not about me. This is really about you. Okay. So my goal is I want to get to know a little bit about you, and I want to teach you a couple more strategies here. And then hopefully we'll get everybody here ready to rock and roll and get into that trading room so you could see and what it's like to work from home, not here in New York and get a job, but being part of a team. So my question to everybody here is this: how long have you been trading and investing for? So let's do a quick little poll really quick. And let's see how everyone answers this question. In the meantime, Deborah, I joined a month ago. It was been wonderful, informative, and I've already learned more than with any other program and made money. Deborah, thank you very much for that. And you know what? I think Deborah's going to want to love all of you guys to be here in the trading room. Thanks for sharing that. She didn't get paid to say that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to end the poll right here. And good. I can see we got a couple of brand new people, and people have been learning for a while. All right. I'm going to share the results on that. All right. Now, the next question I want to ask everybody is who really trained you? Okay. So let's launch that poll. Who really trained you? Have you been trained by a professional? Yes, no. Just be honest. Nobody's going to pick on anybody. No one's going to embarrass anybody. Nothing. Okay. Let's do that. By the way, if you don't answer this question, I'm going to take it as a no. And you know what? That's okay. But if you do answer the question, that means you're honest with yourself. All right. So I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to share the results. You can see how many people actually said yes or no. All right. A lot of you didn't answer, so I'll take that as a no. So let me explain something to you. Trading is a game. And the way you play the game is you don't overanalyze things. And I'm not looking to change anybody's style or anything. I wanted just to show you why people fail. And if you're going to continue the road you're going, or anyone else, that's what's going to end up happening, because you got to understand how trading works. Let's talk about one stock that had a big move that we traded this week. Did any of you here see the stock MLGO? James, thanks for being here. James been with us over 5 years. Good to see you, James. Thank you. Yep. And James, also, you were in the stock, right? James, how much fun was this stock MLGO, right? Have you guys ever seen a stock as a day trade go from $5 to $15 and then convert into a swing trade? And it goes from 15 to 30. We do it every day. Okay. What about this stock this morning? Did you guys see ICCT? Okay. Look at all the traders. This is the chat that we have. I took a screenshot of it. Alex, Alan, Kerry. Look at all the trades that they got in. Okay. Out for 5 from at 410. Alex got in at 370, out at 590, broke out even. Did a swing trade, $1.29 to $4.30. Kerry did a swing trade from yesterday. I mean, like, did anyone see this? Anyone see these stocks? I mean, like, you don't need a lot of money to do this. And like, damn, that stock's up a lot. How about this? WTF, and not the one that you kind of would use on a chat when you send a text message. This is actually a real stock. Okay. Did you guys see this stock that moved just the other day? The stock went from, at 1 o'clock, ran from $6 to $28. John says it was so much fun making a lot of on MLGO. Thanks a lot, James. And James, wasn't it a lot of fun, right? But like today, who cares? We went from MLGO, right, to ICCT. And we went to WTF, right? And then we went, I mean, there were new ones every day, every day. So Do you also short stocks? Maybe buy some puts? How about this stock? J&J lost in a lawsuit. This stock went from $161 down to $155 in one day. Lunar failed space launch. Went from 14 down to 7 in one day. Who here wouldn't want to be in that trade? You probably said, but I don't know this stock. Who cares? Are you here to make money, or are you here because you trade the stock? Because if you loved Amazon, it's not working out too well for you. All right. There was a lot of opportunities out there. There are 25,000 stocks out there to trade. You can't trade every one of them, but what they all trade exactly the same, no matter what your style is, they all go up. What you just mentioned earlier, buyers and sellers. So, what is your strategy? Well, I'm going to tell you what my strategy is, and what I'm going to teach you. My 4 important tools that you need: the chart, the watch list, level 3, and level 4. So my question to you is this: does anyone here have any one of these 4s? So if you got all 4, write 4. If you only got 1, write 1. If you got 2, give me 2. Hale only has 3. Deborah only has 3. Lynn's got 2. Gordon's got 1. 3. 2, 2, 2, 2. So if you only have 1, all right. Michelle, you got 1. James got all 4. You've been because you're a student. There you go. All right, good. Well, let me tell you how these things work and what you need. Now, what's crazy is that everyone here has like every window. You don't need every window. You need, and the ones you need, you probably don't have up. So let me show you how we find the stocks first of all, because finding them is very easy. You're probably looking at it like, how'd you find the WFT or the new stock that came out yesterday or any of these things? It's all the big percentage gainers. That's it. I don't care what I trade. What I do care is what's going to give me the least amount of risk with the high amount of reward. Stocks that have very good spreads, good volume, that are moving fine. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to see what the trend is. Now, does anyone here watch me every morning here at 9 a.m.? I'm live every morning at 9 a.m. I give you that watch list. We go through the big percentage gainers and losers. I show you what's tradable, what's not, what we're looking at, and so on. So we had a pretty good list today. Let me see. We actually broadcast it. Let me show you. So here's the watch list. Everybody see? I don't know if you guys can see it right here. But here was our watch list this morning, because after we finish, this is what we traded yesterday, and this is what we trade this morning. So I want you to look at all these stocks right here. This was at 9:19 in the morning, and look at all these stocks. Did any of you trade any of these stocks? Deborah, you did. Okay. Did anybody know anything about them? You have Restoration Hardware, you got Wayfair, you had this SMST, ICCT, Tesla, Amazon, any of them? Some, Scott? Okay, great. Now, let me just show you something. Look what happened to these stocks. Not NVIDIA, not, Palantir, not Apple, okay? None of those. But let's look at these. Restoration Hardware. Stock went from 250 all the way down to 160, right? Right at the gate at 9:30. Remember, I posted this at 9 a.m. You could have shorted the stock, went from 170 all the way down to 140. Wayfair went from 28 all the way down to 24. Okay. What else we have here? SMST. Kind of a slow stock that didn't do too much. What was the other one on that list? A good one. ICCT. That one right there was 9 o'clock this morning. Was right around 240. It went to a whopping $6. Not bad. I had to put some brand names out there. Tesla, shot up, came crashing down. It's expensive. Brand name. Amazon. Brand name. Expensive. I'd rather trade the ICCT or the Wayfair than trade one of these. But because the market was very volatile today, I had to put it on the list. Anyway, finding them, like I said, we're live every morning. So please make sure you like us, friend us, and be there live. All right. But the thing is this, how do we know where to buy and sell them? I mean, how'd you know it was going to go short? How'd you know it was going to go long? Well, the thing is this, everybody that trades is always looking backwards. They always kind of look, where's the support levels? Oh, where's the indicator? This and that. Well, I'm going to teach you how to trade looking forward. Forward is not looking in the behind you and what's going on in the past, what's going on in the future. So I'm going to cover about these two things. Now, listen, fellow traders, I need your complete attention right now. Don't be watching TV. Don't be texting. Okay. Don't look at anything. Listen to what I'm about to tell you right now, because I'm going to teach you right now Wall Street's biggest secrets. How do I know this? Because I was a market maker and I live here. Okay. I'm not looking to change anyone's style. You can apply this to anything. Options, swing, crypto, Forex. You said it, you name it. Okay. If you love your indicators, great. Keep it. I'm going to show you how to read the other side of the market. So I'm going to talk about these two things, level 3 and level 4. All right. So let's talk about level 3 really quick. Okay. So looking at Tesla. So the stock right here, Tesla, came down. Hold on, let me get my crayons. And you see it came down and it stopped right at this number here. And then it decided once it stopped, it went right back up. I'm going to ask everyone the same question I asked you before. Why did the stock decide to bounce at 262? Does anybody know that answer? Why did it pick 262? Why not 260? Why not 265? Why 262? What made 262 so special? No, it wasn't support, Deborah. Okay, it was buyers. And that's exactly right, Gordon. When you look over here, we are looking at something that's called NASDAQ Book Viewer. Now, NASDAQ Book Viewer, in the next few moments, I'm going to tell you where to get it. NASDAQ gives you access to have a seat on the exchange. I know when I started, I had to be licensed. You don't have to do it anymore. They got rid of that. There's nobody on New York Stock Exchange anymore. All this data is available to you. So you can actually have a seat on the exchange. Could you just think about that for a second? We had to pay over $1 million and we didn't make 1 penny to have a seat on the exchange. That's no longer existing. You now have access, everything, right through the exchange. Everyone has a seat on the exchange now. They wanted to be very transparent. They got rid of the middleman. Okay. So think about this for a second. How great is that? Well, now you're seeing it. So you're looking at the NASDAQ. We're looking at the buyers. We're seeing every single buyer in existence on the exchange that want to buy it. And the biggest buyer is all the way down here, which is all the way here. Now, do you notice anything a little unusual about all these buyers? Anybody notice anything unusual about it? There's small buyers. There's a lot of small buyers. There's buyers at every single penny. But you know what stands out, which I think everyone can notice? Where's the biggest buyer? And the biggest buyer is at 162. Not at 163, not at 165, but at 162. I'm sorry, 262. So when you look at the chart and you're trying to figure out why the stock go up, maybe because there's a big buyer out there. Okay. All right. Don't worry about it. I got plenty more to go. How about a stock hitting a resistance levels? Well, how do we know a stock is a resistance if the sellers are not out there? So here we're looking at Apple. Stock went from 223, goes all the way to 224, and tanks and goes all the way down to 218. How's that even possible? Well, when you're looking for resistance levels, you got to look for sellers. The sellers are located on the right, and you notice that right down here is your biggest seller, 50,000 shares right out there at $224.27. Now, I don't know about you, but you think that 400 share seller could push down that stock? Do you think the 2,000 share seller or the 50,000 share seller? So once again, did I lose anybody yet? Did I lose anyone? Yes or no? Scott, you following along? Lynn, you following along? Deborah, Larry? Okay, great. So how much, I'm going to ask you this. Don't mind me if I keep repeating myself, but sometimes I have to kind of make sure everyone's following along. How much better and smarter trading decisions would you have made if you were able to see the future orders out there, the algorithms, the AIs, the dark pools, all those things that the boogeyman told you that exist? You can now see it, right? Not changing anybody's style, but I like options. Great. You could trade options. Well, what do you think makes an option go down? The movement of the stock. Wouldn't it be nice to know where the sellers are? You know, these are things that drive the stock. This is what gives you a game plan of where to get in and get out. Now, let's keep going. Let's see how powerful this tool can be. AVGO. The stock is trending down. So let me ask everyone a question. What is going to make this stock go up? I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you on the slide before that and the slide before that. And everyone should come up with the same answer. Buyers. Thank you very much. Lynn, Deborah, Scott. Who didn't answer me, by the way? I think I have some people sleeping. Carl, I didn't hear from you. Ken, Lori, Michelle. Michael, Victor, Wayne. Guys, don't be scared. Don't be embarrassed. Listen, the reason why you're here, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to educate you because I want to put the fear in God in you. If you don't know what the hell's going on, you don't want to be like the people who got caught holding the market crashing 1,500 points, okay? Or maybe some of you sit in cash like, oh, maybe it's time to buy. Yeah, you know what? It might be, but you need the buyers to see if they're out there because guess what? How much lower could the Dow go? Another 43,000 points? I was like, that can't happen. Oh, yeah? What happened in COVID? And probably won't go down 43, but we could go down another 1,000. We could go down another 3,000. We could have the president come out and say, you know what? Because you know he's very unpredictable. I didn't like the way the Chinese president spoke to me. I'm going to double it. The tariffs. What do you think is going to happen to the price of the market? Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Well, there's always going to be buyers and sellers everywhere. But looking at this AVGO, if you said buyers, congratulations. So my question to you is this. Where is the biggest buyer in EVGO? Without me showing it to you. Thank you very much, Scott. Wow, look at that. At 162. So let me ask you a little dumb question. Did you need a chart to tell you that? Did you need your broker to tell you that? Did you need to watch Kramer on TV to tell you that? You think you just figured it out on your own? Okay. Well, listen, I know there's a lot of numbers, but we're smart. We're not stupid. I could see what's more powerful of a demand, a 200 share buyer or a 95,000 share buyer. Oh, you got to buy here 163. Yeah, you know what? Maybe, but 162 sounds better, right? So what do you think's going to happen to the price of the stock when we get down there? What do you think's going to happen next? Yeah, went right to 162 and it shot to 165. It bounced. But someone said, but you know what? What's the big deal? We paid 163. It went down to 162. Well, there's no guarantee it's going to stop at 162, right? And why pay 163? I could buy $1 cheaper. $1 cheaper on 1,000 shares, $1,000. Why you got to throw? You got $1,000 to blow? All right. So let's talk about something else. That's what that would have made it for an exceptional entry. You know, pretty cool. But where do we exit? Right? Where do we exit? So how do we know where to exit? No, they're totally different. Raj, level 2 is only showing you the best bid and the best offer. It's not showing you all the buyers and sellers out there. And Raj, when we invite you into the trading room, you see what I'm talking about. Okay. By the way, Raj, how much does level 2 cost? How much are you paying for it? What is anyone here have level 2 quotes? What are you paying for it? Level 2. 0. Okay. Why would they? Let me ask you a dumb question. Why would they sell you something for free? You know why? Because that's all it's worth. Okay. That's all it's worth. If you pay more than 0, you're paying too much. All right. It's free. You can get it anywhere. It's been outdated since the 90s. 90s, my God, I'm sure my age. All right. So anyway, let's look at CrowdStrike. Stocks going up. What is everyone's biggest problem? You're selling your winners too soon and you're holding your losers too long. Well, let's look at this why we sell our winners too soon. What do we need for the stock? Because we don't want to sell too soon, right? What do we need for the stock to go up, to stop going higher? What do we need? What do we need? Yes, you can, Raj. Absolutely. And by the way, to save everybody time here, and please don't take this the wrong way, if you're here to get free stuff, you could just leave now. You can't be a trader and thinking that people work for free. Brokerage firms are not giving you free tickets because they like you, okay? And I'm going to cover that in my class. They're using you and trading against you. You're dealing the biggest casino in the world, okay? They didn't build those nice, sponsor those nice Formula One cars and those great buildings on Madison Avenue on free tickets, all right? So we need sellers. Getting back to CrowdStrike, we need a seller. So we're looking at the left of the chart, right? Do you see any sellers on the left of the chart? Anybody see these sellers out there? I don't see any sellers, right? So let's go over here and look at let's go to the exchange. So I'm looking where the sellers are, and I'm working my way down. I look at the sellers, and I notice, okay, there's 47,000 looking to be sold at 372. Okay, 100. What's a more predominant resistance? A seller at 100 or a seller at 47,000? But we're at 162, right? I don't want to go out there and get out early. That's the resistance levels right there. And guess what? If you didn't get out and you held on too long and you had a nice profit and you didn't take it, guess what? It went down to 347. And don't tell me that has never happened to you. How many of you here said, damn it, I should have just sold it? Why didn't I sell it sooner? The reason why you didn't sell it, because you didn't see the sellers out there on the exchange. You are seeing every seller around the entire world, every trader, every brokerage firm, everything. Deborah says the same. Scott said the same. You guys ready to see this for a whole week, Scott? Deborah, you ready to see this for a whole week happening live in the market? Because I didn't even scratch the surface. You think this is easy? Wait till I show you other stuff. Now, let's go back to, let me show you something that's called level 4. All right, because you think that's easy. Wait till you see this one. Now, is everyone here a subscriber on my YouTube channel or Instagram or TikTok? By the way, how did everyone hear, Scott, you are? Okay, good. How did you guys hear about Cybertrain University? Just out of curiosity. Vito, how did you hear about us? William? A trading event? Okay, Scott. The internet? YouTube, Lynn? All right. A webinar? Josh? Okay. Just subscribe to former member. Okay. YouTube, email. Okay. So the wealth event. Okay. So if you haven't subscribed yet, let's just post up those links. If you guys can click on those links right there, the YouTube link, the Instagram. So just please subscribe to us, like us, friend us, and make sure you ring the bell, because when we go live, at least you'll see us go live in the market. Okay, those are the links right there. All right. So let's go talk about, let's go look at a stock right here that's moving. Okay, let's look at what's a good one? NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA has some, we did NVIDIA already, right? Let's look at Tesla. That's a good one right there. That's been all over the news. I did so many webinars. I did so many videos on this. So let's look at Tesla. So let me move this over here and leave away my secret weapon so you guys don't get caught up on it. All right. So here's the long-term chart. And if we zoomed in over here, the stock is trading right here, right now. Okay. And looking at it at resistance levels, long term, you got some resistance levels right around 300, right? Resistance levels around 360. You got some support levels down here. I'm just drawing trend lines, right? So, but I mean, 270 to 500 is a little absurd. So let's zoom a little bit closer. And let's zoom a little bit closer than that. So now we're looking a little bit more easy on the eyes on where the buyers and sellers are. So the stock right now is trading at 270. Where is the resistance levels on Tesla? If it was to go up, where's the resistance levels? Let's see if you guys can figure this out. 146. It can't be 146. We're at 270 right now. Daniel, once again, how do stocks go up and go down? Buyers and sellers. 299, 300, 340. Well, we didn't get there yet. Savan, we didn't get there yet. I'm asking you. We didn't look at the right. We're looking at the left of the chart. All right. So a lot of you are saying like 299, 300, right? Okay. And support levels. Where do you see support? So we got 300. Okay. So right around here, right? You said 300. Where's the other one? Where's support levels? Okay, 250, 240. Okay. Do you feel like you're guessing? All right. Because now all of a sudden everyone's starting to be like, I'm not too sure myself. All right. So let me show you this. Let me show you level 4. You said 300. Well, there's about 200,000 shares that are going to be sold at 300. There's a 100,000 share bar at 260. Another couple 100,000 here at 250. 100,000, 240. So you see how all of you got it wrong? You're right. But going from 270 to 300, that's 30 points. That's a big move. But look what happened here. If you were planning on thinking it was going to hit 210, Gordon, Lynn, 240, you were wrong. Because it didn't. There was buyers. You just between 260 and 240, you got close to about almost 500,000 looking to be bought just there alone. A lot more than 300. You see how you start to gauge a little bit? Now, once again, how much smarter and better trading decisions like today, if you knew that there was a big support levels and you come up to 260 and you watch the stock come down from 280, you wouldn't have been a buyer there? Because they do it on every single stock. Let me do one more for you because we're almost out of time here. Let me see. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Hold on. OSRH. Okay. This is one of the stocks that we traded today. So if you look at ORCH, the stock ran from basically $1.70 all the way to 330, and now it's back down to 230. Why did it stop at 330? Does anybody know? Why did it stop there? Sellers. Okay. So my question to you is this. Do you see sellers on a chart? Do you see the sellers out there? No. Okay. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to see on a small cap stock versus a bigger stock. Look at this. Look at this right here. Let me clear this out. Look at the seller right here. That number is right here, is 330. It started to go up right around here. Buyers showed up at 220. So ramping 220 all the way up to 330, and now it came back down. So you could just see just between these two lines where the big buyer is and the big seller is. So how much smarter and better trading decisions if you were able to see that in the future than try to guess on the past? Right? So what you're getting is you're getting level 3 here, but now you're seeing it on a heat map. That's the difference between level 3 and level 4. Now, who here would like to get this data and play with it? So, all right, perfect. So this is what I'm going to do. To trade, hopefully from you listening in, you realize you have to learn before you could earn. Okay? I didn't teach you. I just taught you a fraction. Okay? And everyone here is probably saying, everybody out there could show it on a chart and everybody can show you the past. Let's see you do it with real money. Well, this is the good part. I'm going to invite all of you to come see it live. Okay. And that's how you learn if you want to earn. And let me explain something to you. I know everyone here did their homework. CyberTrade University is probably the only school in the industry that is endorsed and sponsored by some of the biggest and most powerful brokerage firms and exchanges in the industry. And by the way, if anyone here ever does want to get to learn someone, why don't you see who endorses them first? Because these brokerage firms do background checks on us, credit checks on us, everything. They would never have us do presentations if we were teaching people how to. And it's not just being on Fox News or CNBC. These are real brokerage firms. Also, anyone like to look at reviews? You will probably never, ever see this on anyone's name. That in 35 years, we're probably the only school in the industry that has a five-star rating on Google. Okay. And that alone should also convince you why we've been so good, why we're so good at what we do. And one last but not least, ChatGPT ranked us as the #1 day trading school in the industry. So if you're an AI fan and you want to do your homework, definitely check that out too. But you know what? That doesn't make you money. What makes you money is this. I need to show you live. And this is what I'm going to do. Like I told you before, nothing is free. But I'm not asking for a lot of money, but I'm not asking for a little. All I'm asking for is a small $9 trial fee. That's it. To join me for 1 week. 1 week. And the only reason why I'm asking $9 is because I want to make sure you say who you are. You know who I am, but we have a lot of people out here. There's some people's names with numbers, and I know you're watching us on a Zoom meeting. So we're not looking for free people, because if you're somebody who's looking for free stuff, I'm just gonna tell you point blank, you're wasting your time trading. There's nothing free in the world. But if you like what you see, what I taught you in the past 45 minutes, imagine what you'll learn in 1 full week. Now, let me tell you what you're going to get for $9 for a whole week. You're going to get live audio commentary in our trading room. We do it all week. You're going to have full access to all the classes, all our gurus that we do events with. You're also going to get a copy of my book for free. Okay. That alone is $47. I know a lot of people like to read. And it's basically, and not only that, but it's not self-published. It's been published by Wiley, one of the most prestigious publishing companies in the industry. And at the end of the week, if you're not happy, I'll give you your money back. I don't need your $9. That $9, all it does is tell me if you're a real person or not. And this is everything that you're going to get. The trading floor, the workshops, everything. And I'm going to throw one more big bonus. And by the way, all you need to do is take your phone, scan the QR code, or just click on that link that's up on the screen. Now, one last thing I'm going to throw in as a bonus. If you register right now, Fausto Pugliese, the owner of the company, is going to personally give you a phone call. Now, I usually like to talk to the students, the new trial members, after you're in the class for about 2-3 days. Okay. You don't got to be there all day. You don't have to be there all day, but I want you to be there, listen in, because my goal is this. I'm really looking to recruit traders that I could trade with. And there's a lot of people out there that are, that are not there. Be careful, you guys are. There you go. Okay. So I got to be careful what people put in the trading room. All right. So 30 years, see what it's all about. All I'm asking to you is that you come in the room, meet all these people that are chatting in here, talking about it, and then we'll have that conversation. I'll make sure trading's for you or not. Okay. Because you're probably, you're probably going to have some questions to ask. And you might even find out it might not be for you. And you know what? That's okay. That's not a bad thing. I know everyone says, oh, I don't want to day trade. I heard you can lose money. Listen, we don't just day trade. We swing trade. We options trade. We crypto trade. We do everything. But I might say, but I don't like crypto. Listen, it's all about following the money. Anyone here trade crypto? Okay, let me just show you. Here's level 4 on crypto. There's a lot of buyers in crypto at 100 at 81,000. Next biggest sellers are at 88,000. And well, why is crypto down so much? I don't know. Maybe because that's where all the Bitcoins are right now. These are things that we're going to show you live in the market. Andreas, yes. I personally don't teach futures, but if you email me, I'll be happy to tell you where to go. Okay. I know only a couple of good futures traders out there. By the way, can anyone here afford $9? Is $9 going to break you? I don't think so. Okay. But you know what? That $9 could save you $9,000. You are just one trade away of making a mistake. So take a shot. What's the worst thing that could happen? You learn something. And you might even learn this might not be for you. So there you go. $9. Fill it out. Now, very important when you fill this out, fellow traders, just show you where it is. When you fill this out, it's going to ask you 5 questions. And the 5 questions are very important to us because I need to know who you're trading with, because I want to make sure you're dealing with the right broker. That's a big mistake people make. Okay. And then also, what kind of trader are you? And then if you're making money or not, very simple. And then what's going to happen after that, you all going to book an appointment, talk to one of our education advisors. We're going to take the time to walk you through so you could see what's going on in the room. I know a lot of you guys sign up for stuff and okay, I don't know what to do. I just blew $9. And I don't want you to do that. We want you to have a very good experience at CyberTrade University. There's a reason I'm very big when it comes to customer service. We want you to have a very good experience while we're here. Gordon, if you already did, then great. Then you're in the trading room. This is just another open house event that we do. Just make sure you check your credentials. You're going to get the email immediately. So just let me do a couple of shout outs right here. I see some people registered already. Douglas C. from New York. I guess you're not too far from us. You're from upstate, Douglas? I guess that's you. All right, good. And Scott, I got your registration. Welcome aboard. Who else I got here registered? Louise from Los Angeles. Welcome aboard. All right. Is that UDC? Okay, good. All right, fellow traders. There's the link. $9, money back guaranteed. I'm going to teach you how to get level 3. You're going to have access to the trading room. We're going to show you how to find the stocks. Everything from 7:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon. You don't got to come every day. You can come one day. You come for 1 hour. You'll learn more in that 1 hour than you'll learn in probably you've been watching several hours of videos on YouTube. All right. Any other questions? I want to get back to my trading room. And hopefully I'll meet you all guys in there. So before we go, got a couple of more minutes left. I'm looking over here. I'm seeing people register. Greg W., I just got your registration from Maryland. All right. Love Maryland. They go to Delaware all the time, which is not too far from Maryland. I usually vacation down in Bethany Beach. Love the crabs down there. Great, beautiful, beautiful people down there. Awesome. Love it. No problem, Lori. Welcome. Glad to see you too. All right. Royal, I got your registration. You too, as you see you register right now. Now, guys, very important. Like I said, if you don't know a time, one person just emailed, just messaged me. When can I start? Well, it's fresh in your mind. You should start right away. But what I do recommend is if you want to start on Monday, start on Monday. I know some people got plans, didn't expect this, but do when you're ready to start. You know what I mean? But don't buy it now. Get registered, get the alerts, and go from there. Go from there. Any other questions? How much money I need to get started? It's a question. That's a good question. Listen, you know how much money you need to trade? $9. That's it. $9. If you can't afford $9, you can't afford to trade. Don't worry about what brokerage account. Don't worry about how much. You don't need any of that stuff. Just worry about this first, and then you worry about the other stuff later. I'm just getting alerts coming across here. All right, it's got another few people registering here. Raymond J, I got yours from Newport News, Virginia. I just came back from Virginia. My son does wrestling. I was in Virginia Beach, beautiful area, and just came back for the Nationals. I don't know if you know anything about that down there. You got that big convention, big Army base down there too. Oh my God, unbelievable. Had the fighter jets flying all over the place. But I just got back last week. Beautiful over there, Raymond. So I don't know if you've been there. I know Virginia's really big. and that bridge is long. All right. Originally from New York and New Jersey, Raymond? Okay. Where about? We're based out of here in Long Island. Traders, we had over 100 people in here. I would think every single one would sign up. What are you afraid of? It's $9. Click on the link. Get registered. Orange County, New Jersey. All right. Been to Jersey lots of times. New York and New Jersey. New Yorkers and Jersey people very, very similar. All right. But listen, when you register for the trading room, make sure you talk to the education advisor, book your appointment so he can walk you through, tell all the features, watch those videos. We're going to tell you exactly where to get the NASDAQ book viewer. You could go I'll tell you where you can get it right now. You go to www.nasdaq.com. Here's the link. But you're probably going to look at it and be like, okay, I don't know where to find it, this and that. I am doing you a disjustice by telling you where to go. I got to show you exactly how to use it. So I'm going to give you 2 5-minute videos, okay? And one's going to show you which one to get because we don't want you to get screwed and pay the $100 one. The other one's only $15. And number 2, you want to make sure you get your default set up and you know how to read it. So when you register, you're going to get those videos also going to come with it. Yes, Michelle, talking to you tomorrow. Yes, I did see that. Looking forward to talking to you too. Hope you're having a good time, Michelle, in the trading room. Today was a fun day too, by the way. Hope and remember, don't buy anything. You're only there to watch until we talk. Is there a calendar of a sign-up page so I can sync trading this week with my schedule? Bernie, we're here all day. You don't have to fit in your schedule. You want to be here in the morning? You want to be here in the afternoon? Don't worry about it. We're here all day. Once you register, I didn't think I saw you register yet, Bernie, but don't worry about that. That's the least of your problems. We're here all week. Once you register, that'll be processed. Any other questions, fellow traders? And then don't forget, once you book your appointment, we're going to talk probably 2-3 days later after the event. Fausto, the Air Force flies fighters, our legislature. Yeah, you know what, Rick? It was I took so many great photos. I don't know if you could see it, but I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, I took some photos right there. You see the camcorder? Took some beautiful. I mean, they were literally just flying over our head. It was just supersonic, just beautiful, Rick. Very, very cool. Very cool. All right, so traders, thanks for listening in. If you did not register or you want to wait, I get it. No pressure. I just want to leave something off to all of you that didn't book anything. You have to learn before you can earn. Don't go out there, and you might have to listen to a couple of people. Okay. So, but don't try to go on your own. You think this is expensive? Try ignorance. It is a very big failure rate in trading. And if you like what I showed you, where I'm teaching you the right of the chart, I'm not changing anyone's style. This is just going to be an added to seeing where all the orders are. And how do I know that? Because I was a market maker. Before I go, a couple last minute shout outs really quick. Lynn Hewlett from Brooklyn, I just got your registration. And John B from Great Britain, I see you just got registered. Look forward to seeing you in the trading room also. And by the way, the link will still be there for you guys who registered. Thanks for listening, everybody. I'll see you all in the trading room. All right.